Joining us now to explain his deep-rooted opposition to this bad nuclear agreement, the man himself, president of the National Center for Policy Analysis and Fox News contributor, Lieutenant Colonel Allen West. Great speech. #1 state sponsor of terror. They get $150 billion. They get to build ICBMs, spin their centrifuges, get conventional weapons, and declare that we're Satan and they're going to wipe Israel off the map. What did we get? Tell me one thing we got.
Well, Sean, it's good to be with you. We got absolutely nothing. I think that the only thing that the United States of America gets is an exhibit that will be in President Barack Obama's library wherever he decides to build it. But when you look at what just recently happened in the last 24 hours, Iran has announced that it is producing a new short-range ballistic missile that has a range of about 315 miles. This week, they will finalize the agreement with Russia to get 4 of the S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems, which are state-of-the-art and which will make it very difficult to attack any type of nuclear sites there. And we know that Mahmoud Abbas is traveling to Iran this week. I think that he's going there to see about how he can get funds that are going to be unfrozen back to Iran. So we get absolutely nothing from this, but Iran becomes an economic power, a military power. The President Rouhani has said that they will sell weapons and they will buy weapons anytime from anyone, anywhere.
I have a simple formula in life. 1 and 1 equals 2. A squared, B squared equals C squared. Radical Islamic mullahs that say they want to wipe Israel off the map and destroy America, coupled with weapons of mass destruction, equals a Holocaust. Am I wrong? Is that a likely conclusion? And why would this president allow that to happen?
Well, you're very correct, and if you're a student of history, you can go back to 1936 to about 1939, and you can see what happened when the Western powers said that they were reticent about avoiding war. And they sat back and they allowed Nazi Germany to become an economic power and a military power. Adolf Hitler took the Rhineland without firing a shot, a very industrial area. Then Adolf Hitler demanded the Sudetenland, and he was given that because he said he wanted to protect ethnic Germans. And then he went and took Czechoslovakia. Of course, Neville Chamberlain went to Munich. An agreement was signed that was said to be peace in our time, but all it did was prove that anytime weak nations go into agreements with belligerent, strong nations led by dictators and theocrats and autocrats, those weak nations will lose, and war is imminent, and war cannot be avoided.
We're not going to be able to stop this, are we? Obama has pretty much rigged it. He's going to veto. Yeah. He's going to override a veto. They won't be able to override his veto in the end, right?
Well, we should have allowed this to be treated as a treaty and not as an executive agreement, and therefore the onus would have been on President Obama to achieve 2/3 in the Senate for that to be ratified. But now all he has to do is get 1/3 plus 1, which comes out to be 34 senators, and I believe right now he's at 27, and the Republicans are going to have to get 291 in the House of Representatives so that they can have a veto-proof agreement. Yeah. But the Iranians are going to continue on. The United Nations has already unanimously endorsed this agreement.
All right, Colonel, thank you for your outspokenness on this.